GE15 is set to take place after the country has seen 3 different governments in 3 years. James Chin breaks down the changes in the political landscape since 2018 and where battle lines are being drawn.
If you look at GE14, it was basically 2 big blocks, Pakatan Harapan versus Barisan Nasional. Now, basically, there are 3 separate blocks. The 2 big blocks are still there, Barisan Nasional and Pakatan Harapan. But you got Perikatan Nasional broke away, plus a lot of new parties like PBM, Warisan coming to Peninsula Malaysia. So the landscape has changed. But the important thing to remember is that the structural part of the elections is still the same. So when I talk about the structural constraints, basically I'm talking about the fact that the 2 big blocks in the Malaysian electoral system that you have to win in order to form government is, of course, the rural Malay bloc. That accounts for 80-90 seats, in the peninsula, and the Sabah Sarawak bloc, which is 57 seats. So these are the 2 big blocks. You have to win a majority of these 2 big blocks in order to form the government. That has not changed.
Given current political divisions in the country, can any one party emerge as a clear winner in GE15? James Chin shares his insights.
So if you look at Malaysia's political history before 2018, it is quite obvious that UMNO was the Malay dominant party in the Malay areas. That pattern was broken in 2018, primarily by Mahathir. So it was broken into 3 parts. I'm not talking about the Malay electorate as a whole. I'm just talking about the rural Malay electorates. So it's broken roughly 1/3 UMNO, 1/3 Bersatu under Mahathir, and 1/3 under PAS. So that's the reason why PAS ended up with a state government Kedah. So you can see that this pattern, in my view, will not be repeated. You will see one dominant party coming out of the Malay electorate. So that dominant party has to negotiate with the MPs from Sabah and Sarawak or the parties in Sabah and Sarawak to form a solid government. So it is my guess that we will have, well, it's not a guess, it is my prediction that we will have a very stable government after GE15. The important thing to note is that Sabah and Sarawak not that interested in federal politics or national politics, but they just want to be part of the government to extract maximum money for development purposes and also to gain maximum autonomy under MA63. But in terms of my prediction for the outcome of Sabah and Sarawak, I expect the vote in Sabah to be split. Part of it is because they have 2 big blocks and I don't see any one of the block dominating the other side. But in Sarawak, the situation is completely different. I suspect GPS, the current ruling coalition in Sarawak, will do very well in these upcoming general elections. In fact, I would argue that they might gain additional seats compared to their last performance in 2018.